settle in, and they said, no, we can't take it anymore. So now they pull the plug on Jay. They pulled the plug on him, and they said, okay, your show's canceled. You're going back to 11:30, and Conan's going to 12:05 to do the Tonight Show, which, as somebody pointed out, really, at 12:05 is no longer the Tonight Show.
No.
It's tomorrow's show.
It's the tomorrow, really.
It's the next day's show. So... So now everybody says, what will Conan do? Will Conan stay and do the Tonight Show at 12:05? And then Jimmy Fallon gets pushed back to, when does he start? He would start then at 1.
Yeah, he would.
And then at 2. The other guy,
Carson
Daly,
yeah,
his show would have started at 2. Yeah. And I called NBC and they said, well, we've never heard of Carson Daly. So there... But now here's the deal. Anytime there's a big stink like this, and believe me, there hasn't been a big stink like this in years, it's money. Don't kid yourselves, it's all about money. And as nice a guy as Conan is, he's a smart fellow, and he knows that if he takes a hike, he's going to lose an enormous sum of money. So he just now says, well, I'm not going to follow Jay.
Right.
You guys do something about it. So now NBC has to do something about it, and they have to do one of two things. They have to either pay him an enormous sum of money. I mean, how much money do you think we're talking about, Paul?
$40 million.
Just about in that neighborhood, my friend. Just about in that neighborhood. And that's big dough. That's big dough because this whole mistake over there at NBC has cost them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. So now the last thing they want to do, they just want Conan to quit and go away and do a show in his basement. That's what they want. That's exactly what they want. But he's a smart kid. He's not going to do that. He's in there for the cash, or they waive his non-compete clause so he can go to Fox or come here and take my job. Wait a minute.
Why?
But it's very exciting. And Carson Daly, woo, this is kind of, here's a kid who had a show at, when did the show go on, 1:30?
Yeah, well, 1:35.
Having a show at 1:30 is almost exactly like not having a show. The difference between having a show and having one at 1:30,
very little
just about
difference.
like that.
What about...
Hey, what about me?
Yeah.
I'm Pluto. Remember me? I used to be a planet.
Right. Not anymore.
Do we have time for this next little bit? No. Okay. Right after the commercial, come back and see if I still have a job. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, Nelly. Beautiful. Oh, Schaefer, everybody. I don't know if this is the way of the world outside of show business, but in show business, there is nothing more fun, more satisfying than watching somebody else screw up.
That is...
So we're really all enjoying this.
We are, yeah, we're having a...
And my old buddy Martin Mull, years and years and years ago, said it best. He had the best quote about show business I've ever heard in my life. Show business is high school with money. That's exactly what it is. This thing could go to the Supreme Court. This is... Remember the first George Bush-Al Gore election?
Oh, yes.
When Al Gore said, wait a minute, Dumbo, we're not done counting yet. And then for 6 months, we didn't have a president. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was
That's
a lot
what we got. That's what we got. Oh, so sit
no
back.
president of the Tonight Show.
That's
we have
right.
no president
of the Tonight Show. That's exactly right. Because Conan said, they said, you're moving to 12:05. And he said, well, I'm not going to follow Jay on the Tonight Show.
Right.
What are you going to do about it?
You can't.
Yeah!
Ah.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do about it? Guess what? I'm here. Let's see. What do we do? The thing? Let's do the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10 list. Let's go. And Jay, of course, man of the people. You know, there's room for everybody, and
I'll just come sit next to Conan. That's what I'll do.
Well, that's what you were suggesting last night. The two
they
of them
co-host the show.
The two of them co-host.
Why not? I mean, they
like
do
a Regis and Kelly.
Regis and Kelly. They do it on the Today Show.
The two of them come
They have
out.
Matt Lauer and they have Avery Schreiber, Meredith Vieira.
Yeah.
That's right. And it'd just be Conan and Jay.
Yeah, Conan
and
Jay.
comes out. Welcome to the Tonight Show. Now here's Jay with his little jokes, and then he does his little jokes.
Right,
and then Jay, you know, works on his truck. It's a great
see,
show. It's a great show.
Right.
It's genius. And like I said, these guys wouldn't be over there if they didn't know what they were doing.
Talking about the execs, the NBC execs. Yeah.
The category highlights of Sarah Palin's first day at Fox News. Okay, all right, settle down. CBS hasn't fired me yet. I'm still here. Cold outside, isn't it? Lousy cold outside today. Woo. You know, they say from the Weather Bureau, they say it's caused by an Arctic chill between Jay and Conan.
That's...
This, I still have a show, right?
You so far?
Did you hear about this yesterday? Conan O'Brien. It's so confusing, ladies and gentlemen. And Jay Leno used to be on at 11:30. Then they moved him to 10. And then Conan O'Brien was on at 11:30. Now they want him to go on at 12:05. And then they would put Jay from 10 to 11:30.
Oh, yeah. So.
And
right.
And Carson Daly now got to get a show in Mexico or something. He don't know what to do. I mean, he's just, hey, what about it? Hey, what about it? Whatever. It'll make you dizzy. So Conan O'Brien yesterday says, well, I'm not doing the Tonight Show at 12:05. And you think about it, well, he's right. The Tonight Show, that would, you know, that's the next day. It's not really the... That's
right.
It's like the day after or what it used to be the Tomorrow Show.
Right. Right.
So he said, forget it, I'm not doing the show at 12:05. Well, NBC went back to him, and they decided to sweeten the deal. They offered him 12:04. And he said, maybe you don't get it, but... And now the buzz is that Conan may leave NBC to start a show of his own at another network. And I thought, where'd he get an idea like that? What? And the whole idea of this was NBC wanted to get a thing going whereby they wouldn't make the same mistake they made when Johnny quit and retired, that there were a lot of bad feelings. They wanted to avoid causing more bad feelings. Well, mission accomplished. There you go. I miss Johnny Carson. I mean, by God, when Johnny quit, he quit. Point. And my mom, bless her heart, she's so confused. Last night she actually watched me. Seriously, I have a show?
You're still far.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, now this was good. Last night on ABC, Jimmy Kimmel did the entire show as Jay Leno.
Yeah, hi. Oh, hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Some headlines for you.
Whole thing, yeah. Headlines. Headlines.
Jimmy Kimmel was so convincing as Leno, today NBC canceled him.
NBC.
I want to tell you something. I have not been this entertained by NBC since Balloon Boy threw up on the Today Show. Do you remember that? Get in the box in the attic, Billy. No! No, get in the attic. I got to call the Air Force. No! But now, see, this thing is so complicated. Now that the Jay Leno show, he was doing a variety show in prime time. And now that that's gone, NBC has to scramble now to fill 5 hours of primetime programming. And, you know, they're up against it. First week, I'll give you an example what they're doing. First week, YouTube cat videos.
Hey.
5 hours across the board. It's going to be great. So this is crazy. Scientists have developed a robotic female, a human lifelike female girlfriend. And they're not kidding around, it's for robotic sex. That's what it's for, robotic sex. Well, no, wait a minute, isn't that marriage? I mean, honestly, when you... Okay. Are you done? Yeah, you done? Yeah, okay. I wonder who's hosting the Tonight Show. I'll be darned, look at that. Letterman's still got a show. But anyway, NBC's even been looking into buying one of those robots. Yeah, to tell jokes at 11:30. Oh, never mind. We got a... listen, this continuing controversy surrounding NBC Late Night, here now, we put together a segment. I think this is fascinating. This will give you some historic perspective. The name of the segment, Jay Leno, The Early Years. Ooh. Take a look. I think you'll enjoy it.
After losing out on the part of Captain Hook to Peter McKittrick, 8-year-old Jay Leno sabotaged the school's production of Peter Pan. This has been Jay Leno, The Early Years.
Well, that's interesting. That's fascinating. You know, it looks like he is going to go back to 11:30, Jay, but he also has other plans in the works. Take a look at this announcement.
Congratulations to Jay Leno on his inevitable return to The Tonight Show. And stay tuned to NBC for more excitement in the coming weeks as Jay takes over the Arsenio Hall Show and takes over Merv Griffin's grave.
Your local news starts right now.
NBC, crunch all you want. We'll make more.
Yeah, buddy. And forgive me if I yammering about this incessantly, but I'm fascinated by the situation over at NBC.
Yeah.
Because you have many, many, many top stars, proven television personalities, and their careers and futures are at stake here, all because of the bungling machinations of the idiots at the NBC executive level.
There you go.
And And I'll tell you, Paul and I worked at NBC for a long, long time. How long did we work over there?
11, 12 years, almost 12.
Yeah. And I can remember I got so angry one year. It was our anniversary. We were doing a thing for our anniversary, and then we were going to have a party after our anniversary thing. It was a big show at Radio City Music Hall. It was a big primetime special, big 2-hour primetime special.
Oh, yeah.
And the pinheads and the nitwits and the... And the twits and the knuckle draggers and the mouth breathers that were running the network in those days, and many of them saw one the other night when we went over to see the thing.
We were, yeah.
I got so angry at them that we were having the party immediately following the big Radio City Music Hall show that I said to my manager, Jack Rollins, at the time, I said, Jack, go find
the guy
and tell him he's not coming to the party.
No kidding, really?
I uninvited the guy to the party.
You disinvited?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And all hell broke loose.
Oh.
And later, we saw the guy.
Oh, like that. You hurt.
Yeah.
You hurt the man.
The man. And I just said, well, you know, when you're this dumb, there's a price that comes with that.
Explain that to the guy.
Yeah, I said.
Explained it to him.
You can't be walking around stupid and expect to be invited to parties.
That's right. I think we've all learned a little something tonight. Yes.
So here's the problem, and of course it's always money. And here you got your Jay Leno, and then you got your Conan O'Brien, and then after that it becomes Denny Clausen.
Denny Clausen.
No, the kid. We
Jimmy
like the guy.
Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
That's right. Over there.
Jimmy Fallon.
We were over there
Fallon.
visiting last week.
Nice guy, very nice
Yeah,
fellow.
or Denny Clausen.
Or Denny Clausen.
Yeah. Jimmy Fallon. Yeah.
You're not coming to the party, and I'll tell you what, you're too dumb.
Too dumb.
You're too dumb to come to the party.
Dumb. You hurt the man.
And then the guy that after Jimmy Fallon,
Carson Daly,
who does the Total Request Live.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's how he broke out onto the scene, and that was about 15 years ago.
We have all of these people, and it's just here's my goal, my dream for American television. I just want everybody who wants a show to have a show. That's all.
You are like the Warhol of the new millennium. It's your take on Warhol. I want everybody who wants a show.
Everybody who wants a show to have a show.
That's all.
It's 2010. If we can't get these kids shows,
then
the terrorists have won.
That's right.
You know. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to invite Jay Leno to be on the show. I'm going to invite Conan O'Brien to be on the show. I'm going to invite Jimmy Fallon to be on the show, and I'm going to invite Carson Daly to be on the show. If we'll get him a folding chair somewhere. And
a little stool, can swing out, and he can sit on that.
And then we'll get the idiot behind this mess, Jeff Zucker. Over there at NBC. And I remember when we did our show, Jeff Zucker was like 22 years old, and he was the producer of the Today Show. Do you remember that?
Oh, of course I do.
And he was just this little dopey kid, and a tiny dopey kid. And it was either he was too heavy, too fat to be a jockey. But that was his first. That's what he wanted to do originally. And now he's running the entire network, and boy, like 3 or 4 years ago, he makes this decision, and it comes back to haunt everybody. Everybody is seething. They're really upset. So here's my plan. Bring everybody out here, everybody involved. You can bring agents, you can bring managers, you can bring lawyers, and yes, wives. We'll settle it right here. And when we won't leave this theater until everybody who wants a show has a show. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10 list. Let's try this. The category tonight, top 10 messages on Jeff Zucker's voicemail.
Well, this will be good.
Jeff Zucker, is the president and CEO of NBC Universal and the mastermind behind the late night mess, considered one of the biggest debacles in television history.
He masterminded it.
That's right. And you don't hear anything from this guy. All of a sudden, he's gone. He's hiding someplace. And NBC was just purchased by Comcast, and they got it for like 20, 30 billion. And in the last week, the worth of the company has plummeted. So really? you know the Comcast people are really, oh boy, wow, this is this is really good. Oh man! All right, the category: top 10 messages left on Jeff Zucker's voicemail. We had a guy. And remember, this is the other thing. Remember years and years and years ago when they were having meetings about were they going to give the Tonight Show to Jay or are they going to give it to me?
I do.
And they had a big meeting out there in Burbank, and Jay, bless his heart, was hiding in the closet. Do you remember that? Isn't that crazy?
Well, I saw that on
Yeah.
the Late Show Wars, that show.
That's right. That's right.
That was the war. That kicked off the war.
Right. And if he wants, we'll get him a closet to hide in here. When everybody comes here, if Jay, he can hide right back over there.
Back there.
Right.
He can hide in there and be secretly eavesdropping on the...
Everybody here? Who was that? That's Jay. He's in the closet. Are you in the closet, Jay?
He's in there.
Okay, he's here. Buddy. Whoa, buddy. Anyway, we sent a guy into Jeff Zucker's office, and he's got his stole his voicemail thing, and we got top 10 messages on Jeff Zucker's voicemail. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 10. What the hell are you doing? Number 9. Hi, this is Jay Leno. Conan seemed upset in the elevator. Everything okay? Number 8. No, seriously, what the hell are you doing? Number 7. Hi, it's Burt Reynolds. Just so you know, I'm available. Number 6. Letterman here, one of my hair pieces. Number 5. Hi, this is Mark McGuire. If you're looking to bulk up, I know a guy. Number 4. Hi, it's Jay again. All in all, I think it's gone pretty well. Number 3. I'm from Comcast. Regarding the sale, I think we're okay. Number 2. Larry King here. Keep up the good work. And the number 1 message left on Jeff Zucker's voicemail. What the Zuck? That's him right there, Mr. Television, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Kiefer Sutherland, everybody.